They start to drive with White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Evans will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Here's Evans. Mike Evans. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone. First down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Evans. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 10. Prescott now. This is caught. And he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Evans. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. The Cowboys at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with the option. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott now from the 50. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Meanwhile, Dax, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Evans. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Evans on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18.
To throw again. Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Forced out to his left.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They'll run with Pollard.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Evans. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Evans will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Evans. Complete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
Back to throw. Evans. Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
19.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Okay, ready?
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun, Evans. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play action now. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw is Prescott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw is Evans. Off play action. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Evans. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Evans. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Evans. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Evans throwing on 1st down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This is 1st and 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Complete. Pollard.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Evans.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Quick throw caught by Godwin.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Evans on 1st and 10.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's 1st down.
7 Pirates. Here's Lion.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Finds White.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
Five seconds, no timeouts. Here we go.
18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
They keep it on the ground. White again.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, they'll run with White. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Evans. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's second and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Evans.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
Dragon 60. 70.
Looking to throw. Evans. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. To throw, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Dak.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Here's Dak.
And this is going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll go up the middle with White.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Evans will look to throw it.
That's complete to Otten.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Evans.
Still going inside the 20.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.